What I have here, guys, is the ArkPro Ultra. And it's really, really impressive. Look at that thing. Do you know the material they used in this? It's stronger than titanium. This is made like this so it can take falls, drops, and so on. I love a lot of things about this little flashlight. Like, I love this deep pocket carry, which is reversible. I wish it would have been just deep pocket. Why is that so important when you slide that into your pocket? And you probably don't know this, but when you put in like, I don't know if I got one here, but the round flashlights and you just drop them in your pocket. Do you know over time the flashlight wears a hole in your pocket and now you lose your light or it breaks because it falls out of your pocket? You can't just drop things into your pocket and not expect wear and tear. With a deep pocket carry, you can put this in your pocket and then the clip slides onto the pocket itself. Now it's not flopping around, it's not wearing. It's just a better EDC everyday carry flashlight. There's another thing, there's a few things that are really cool about this flashlight. The one thing is it has one button on the side. Not sure if you can see that. Okay. It has a laser light. Shoots a long ways. Very easy to use. Just push the button on the side. Okay. Laser lights allow you to, if you're trying to give somebody instruction on a computer, you could turn on the laser light and be sitting there saying, okay, you see that there? Now click that. Now click this. You can use it to point at books. You can use it to play with your cats. Just make sure you don't shoot it at planes and shoot it in your eyes. So that's really kind of cool. This thing has other settings. The biggest thing to understand, there's a button in the center. You see that button? And then we have a dial that goes around that button. That's pretty much your controls, is what that is. So if I turn it on, that's really bright, right? Now to adjust it, I simply hold it down. And now it starts cycling. Do you see that? So let's get it like medium, like right about there. Now, this is when I start moving the dial. Okay? When I move that, I get the spotlight. Move it again, I get a wide beam. Move it again, now I'm not sure you can see that, but that is ultraviolet. Okay? Let me pull this up here. I think that's what this is for, but I'm not sure. We'll see if it shows up on the camera or not. Okay? Look at this. See that? Why would you want that on a flashlight? Well, to be honest with you, you want that on a flashlight because if you go stay at a hotel, motel, and you want to see if the sheets have been cleaned or whatever, if you turn that on and start going across the sheets, you're going to see whether or not it's got stains. Which you know what people were doing in that bed. Do you really want to be sleeping in that bed when you know that? The other thing you can use that ultraviolet for is you could actually go Scorpio hunting. If you have Scorpios in your area, like Arizona or someplace, turn that on and you could start looking around the house for Scorpios because they'll glow in the dark. You can find where your cats or your dogs have been urinating by looking around and going, oh my God, I got to clean that. Ultraviolet is a very good function to have on a flashlight. This has a spotlight, which is nice and big and round. It's really good on the eyes. And it has a direct beam. You're probably going to use the direct beam more than anything else. So imagine if your kid comes to you and says, my mouth hurts, I don't know what's going on. Literally put this on beam and now look inside their mouth and see what's going on. Maybe they have a cavity. Maybe they have a tooth rotting. This is going to be a lot easier to see what's going on. This light is so versatile. It's just unbelievable. But they didn't stop there, Olight. This is probably the best made light they've made yet. You know, they made this charger, which is really cool. USB plugs into regular USB. And then they got this thing. Look at that. What the heck is that? Put that on the back where the magnet is. Okay. And look what happened. It automatically sticks. Look. Now plug it in. And it starts charging. But some people don't like that, right? Well, that's okay. You know, you've got a side charger where you could do the same thing with USB. Look at that. Really? And it opens nice. Like, I'm not fighting trying to open that. That's very important. You know? That's just cool. So, let's take a look at this light and see what it does in the dark. Pitch black. I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to cycle through, okay? And you can see this. Look at that. Here's what it does. So, let me put that on gently, and let's turn the knob again. That's the ultraviolet light. See that? Now I'm going to go back to this light, and this is the beam. Look at that. Now, that's the highest unit right there, so you'd think, oh boy, that's really bright. I can't even see. But it's got another cool thing with this light. Double-click the button. We just went to turbo. Oh my God, that's bright. So switch over to spotlight, and you'll notice when I turn this on, like it's shooting up. Okay? How about I hold it in and we cycle through again? Look at that. Now, that's the brightest right there. Let's go turbo. 1, 2. Look at that. And that's pointing at the ceiling, reflecting down on me. That's just amazing. But, turn the light on, please. It has another feature. It just keeps coming with this light. Okay? Let's say you're in trouble. All right? You're in trouble. All you do is click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Now you call for help. And that's it. Now, it has a pretty cool thing going on here. I'm not sure the camera will pick it up. But underneath the switch, okay, right here, you'll see something glowing there. You see that little letter? As the battery drains, that starts changing colors. There's like 7 different colors. I think there's white, blue, green, violet. It just starts ticking down to let you know the battery's going dead. They have some knurling on the side. You can see there that decoration. That helps you hold it better, is what that does. I love everything about the ArkPro Ultra. The packaging is really cool. It comes with very easy to read instructions. They're not huge. You know, it's not a big book. It's even got picture diagrams. See that? Super easy. All kinds of videos on YouTube on this. You don't have to think to use it. One button to click it on and let it go. And a dial that sets what you got. Flood, direct light, ultraviolet light is all done through that dial. Now, at the same time, another feature about this is when I turn that on, you will see those lights there. See that? So I'm going to hold that in. Look. This actually shows us how bright the light is. Notice that. The dial goes all the way around. Let's go low. Okay. The dial only goes part way around. See that? So you have some indication around the button. A lot of work went into designing this. But one thing's for sure. This is probably the best EDC everyday carry flashlight you could ever own or buy. Because of the features, because it's more than just the light. You're going to use it when you travel. You're going to use it when you talk to people. You're going to use it for everything. And with all the modes, it's impressive. And I believe today, when this video has been uploaded, they have a sale going on right now on these for the next 4 or 5 days, 7 days. I would suggest if you like everything that I've told you about this light, go watch a few other videos. Then go pick it up because right now it's on sale. And I'm very happy that this is the light I have chosen to be my EDC. And I've been using it for well over a month. And you can't even tell. It looks brand new. This thing has been living in my pocket and I have used it for everything. So, links in the bottom. Go pick it up. ArkPro Ultra on sale now. Catch you guys on the next one.